Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Hopefully you all had a great day. Hopefully you all had a great week so far. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday morning? Shout out to, or Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. My day is off, clearly. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing out the channel. Let's say what's up to the chat real quick. We got Stephen B in the building. Ken, congratulations to you, Ken. You and your wife celebrating your 34th anniversary. Congratulations. Enjoy dinner. We'll see you soon. Brad, what is going on? What's up, Brad? Jacob Petruzzi, what up, Jacob? Daniel Berry, what is going on? Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing? How you doing? What's up, Cold Italian Pizza? How's it going? We got my boy Gusto in the building. What up, Gusto? How's it going? Did you kick anybody out of your job yet, or that's only reserved for the chat, right? Sorry, man. I'm just gonna keep mentioning that every time. I know other people will too, so I'm not gonna be the only one. And yo, Max Coverage, man. What up, Max? How's it going? What is going on? Jack, what's up, Jack? Cruise Control, what is going on? Nosebleed, what's up, Nosebleed? What's going on? What's up, man? What's going on? What's up? So, yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure, like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I know Gusto's always putting it out there, so appreciate it very much. So, Yankees, real quick, Yankees had a game today against the Minnesota Twins. Didn't really get a chance to check it out, but it looks like, Twins ended up winning the game 5-4. Once again, it's spring training, right? Just players working out the kinks. In today's game, it was mostly a lot of the young guys, right? A lot of the Yankee prospects, So something worth mentioning. Everson Pereira did hit a home run, so he's in the mix. Potentially, he could potentially fill in for Giancarlo Stanton, which we will talk about Giancarlo Stanton momentarily because we don't know what the heck is going on. And thank you for the kind words there, Gusto. Appreciate it. But yeah, Pereira and Dominic Smith, both homered. And again, Pereira is in the mix to get on the roster. I would like for him to get on the roster. I do. At what type of capacity, I don't know, but maybe he could take over for Giancarlo in that DH spot, and then he'll rotate with other players. He could rotate in with Judge, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt. You have some guys that could fulfill that DH role, and Pereira could be that guy. Carlos Carrasco was the pitcher on the mound today. He started the game today. Looks like he pitched 2 innings, gave up a run, couple of hits. He struck one out. So the run that he gave up was a solo shot, it looks like. So it was a home run. But overall, there was some things worth mentioning. There's you had Roderick Arias, who went 2 for 2 today. So, which is nice to see, just because Arias is definitely, as you all know, a very highly touted name. So, you hope that he continues improving in the minors and makes his way to the Major League Baseball level eventually. And then, Lombard Jr. played a little. He pinch hit today. It looks like he went 0 for 1. Spencer Jones played today. He went 0 for 1. He did strike out, and that's the big thing with Spencer Jones. So his strikeouts, that's something that we keep talking about with his strikeouts. So let's hope that that strikeout percentage does come down this season. I still have a lot of hope. We still have a lot of hope for Spencer Jones. I think he's gonna be great. I think he's going to be great. And looks like we got King Solomon in the building. What's up, man? He says the only one I don't want to see is Spencer strikeout machine Jones. I understand. I mean, some folks like him, some folks don't. He's good. I think he's a good player. he could play the field well. He can hit well, but he's got to come down on that strikes. Don't tell me what to do, bro. But what's up, man? How you feeling? Let me guess. I know what you're doing right now. You're sitting down, and the brain's a little altered right now. Yes, I know exactly what you're doing. That head of yours is filled with things. Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, Ronnie and controversy definitely do go hand in hand. Most definitely. So DM says, I want to see Clayton Beater. Is he healthy as of right now? No, he's got that shoulder injury. So I don't know what the status is with him as far as him coming back to pitch. The Yankees haven't really said anything. But speaking of injuries, speaking of what is going on, even though we don't really know what's going on, what's up, Ray? How's it going? Giancarlo Stanton. So he hasn't taken any swings during spring training due to tennis elbows, and this tennis elbow thing was an issue in the postseason. Yankees knew about it. I don't know if surgery is required. We don't know how the extent of this injury or how bad it is. Now it's bad because he's not playing, but is he going to require surgery? That's the question. So first they said that he went to New York to go meet with Dr. Ahmad. And then there was a story that came out saying that it was some personal matters or something along those lines. Like I'll pull up that quote from Brian Hoke real quick. He put out a tweet here. So this is what he said. He said that, and this is today, Aaron Boone and Fort Myers on Giancarlo Stanton's status. There's nothing else more to say right now. Hopefully we will see him soon. If he wants to address anything, he can. There's really nothing more to answer right now. So, we don't know if if he's seeing the doctor for his injury or if it's some sort of personal matter. We don't know, right? I mean, they're not giving us information on Giancarlo Stanton. So, we don't know if he's going to be on the opening day roster. We don't know if what personal things that he's dealing with. I mean, obviously the organization is always like, they're not going to tell us, what's going on. We may not even find out today. We might find out in the middle of the season. Who knows? Who knows? So we hopefully we find out sooner rather than later, because I do want to know what the deal is with Giancarlo Stanton. So that's that with Giancarlo Stanton. And then Scott Effross. God, can this guy get a break? This guy can't catch a break to save his life. I mean, ever since he's been a New York Yankee, he has hardly pitched. Last season, he got called up from the minors. He pitched a game, got sent back down. Looked like he was healthy, ready to go for 2025. Looked like he was, ready to go, good to go. He's healthy. First pitch, and he's holding his leg. He's hurt. I don't know what the deal is with him, but the guy just cannot stay healthy to save his life. And it is a bit of a concern, right? I mean, the good news is, the Yankees do have a lot of pitching in their bullpen, so they do have a lot of depth. This is something as we all know, this is something that they all do, every year. They acquire a lot of pitching. They are able to build a great bullpen, and especially, as Matt Blake, being the wizard that he is able to make something great out of these guys, right? He's able to do great things with these pitchers. But yeah, what's up, Jonathan? Like Jonathan says, Effross is the new Pavano. I mean, he really, I mean, right now, as of right now, he really is. He really is. I mean, Effross Effross just cannot stay healthy. Again, he just cannot stay healthy. He was acquired in a trade back in 2022 at the trade deadline, and he got hurt with the Yankees. He was out all of 2023. 2024, he comes back. It was pitching in the minors, getting himself back on track. Again, they called him up for a game, and not exactly a great outing. Sent him back down, and that was the end of that for his 2024 season. And he comes out, pitches today. First pitch, gets hurt. Now, I wasn't. I don't want to say. I don't want to say that I wasn't a fan of Effross, but I wasn't super high on him. I was willing to give him an opportunity, give him a chance. I think he has potential, but with these injuries, I would say the Yankees are better off, without him. Again, at this point, he's always getting hurt now. That seems to be the case. It's kind of like Giancarlo Stanton. He's getting hurt. The difference is, though, Giancarlo Stanton does come back from his injuries. He does eventually come back. He heals up. He comes back and he plays all right. And up until the playoffs, when the postseason comes around, he's killing it. That Giancarlo Stanton's going to kill. But Effross, he's not really reliable. The Yankees, sure, you could say they should have non-tendered him. Hindsight's 2020, but they brought him back on the cheap, so it's not like he is. He's not an expensive contract, and he comes with some years of control, which the Yankees love that about any players that they try to acquire. So, with Scott Effross, I mean, my hopes for him, it's not really super high right now. Unfortunately, I do think that he is just going to be that player that, he makes his comeback, but then he gets hurt, So since 2022, he has not been able to stay healthy. So what happens with him? I mean, I get at this point, I would say that he's still going to continue being on this team. I don't know if he'll be part of the 26-man roster, if he's going to be one of the guys in the bullpen. I'm sure the Yankees are wanting him to be one of the guys in the bullpen. Again, he's got some good stuff. He just can't stay healthy. He keeps getting hurt. So, and like Joe says, get rid of him. He is paper goods, Effross. I mean, guy is fragile. The guy is fragile, unfortunately. He, again, just cannot stay healthy. I mean, now, Yankees have a few players now that are hurt, right? Giancarlo, Scott Effross, Clayton Beeter, Jake Cousins. So let's just hope that there aren't any more injuries during spring training. Although, if there are injuries during spring training, they're minor, and it's nothing serious that's going to affect the opening day roster. And I'd rather these guys get hurt now rather than them get hurt in the middle of the season. Injuries are a thing. Players do get hurt. It's inevitable. It's part of the game. It's part of the sport. It sucks, but it's just something that we have to accept. It's just reality, But Yankees right now, yeah, they got a few guys that are hurt. I think with Cousins, if I'm not mistaken, it was either Cousins or Clayton Beeter. They were supposed to have a throw-in program this week. I think it was Cousins that was supposed to have that. Of course, again, the Yankees didn't announce anything as far as that goes, as far as his throw-in program goes. But let's just hope that these guys are ready to go, for opening day. So that's all we can hope for. I mean, the big one right now is definitely Giancarlo Stanton. And, what happens, if Giancarlo Stanton, let's talk about it, right? If Giancarlo Stanton is going to miss time for a long period, I mean, who plays that DH role? Who's going to fill in that DH role? That's the question. Are they thinking of potentially putting Everson Pereira there as being a potential DH? Maybe not so much full time, but having him as one of the options for DH, and then he can fill in for in some games he can fill in for Dominguez, or perhaps either Judge or Bellinger. Those guys can also play the DH role along. And then if let's say if Paul Goldschmidt needs a day off, can he and then you could put Cody Bellinger at first base, and you put Pereira in the outfield, Goldschmidt at DH. I mean, the Yankees have a lot of different options. I mean, but again, it depends on the severity of Giancarlo's injury. And mentally, I am preparing myself, and I am telling myself that that the Yankees could be without Giancarlo Stanton on opening day, in which, by the way, 30 days left till opening day, folks. We have 30 days left, exactly 1 month left till opening day. Can you believe it? The regular season is almost here. I hope you're all excited. I know I'm excited. So I cannot wait. So Max, what do we got here, Max? Max is saying Judge will DH and Grisham will play center field, Belly to right field. Yeah, that's a possibility. Grisham is, we talked about Trent Grisham potentially getting traded, but I think the Yankees are going to keep him. He does bring some kind of value, at least, defensively he does. He's got the glove. Maybe the bats are not so great, but he does bring a value with the glove. Bellinger, you could put him anywhere in the outfield. Judge has DH many times before, especially if they're giving Giancarlo Stanton a day off. They'll have Judge DH. So that could be a possibility. DM, yeah, this is something that some fans have been asking for, is picking up JD Martinez for the DH role. He's still out there. He's still a free agent. I wouldn't mind a guy like JD Martinez. Perhaps on a 1-year deal. You give him a contract. I don't know what that contract would look like, and you add incentives on top of it. I think he'd be a good guy to fill in that DH role. Pereira coming off injury. I don't think he could play in the field yet. Yeah, did he play in the field today? That's what I wanted. Oh no, he was a DH today. Okay, I was just checking the lineup there. Looked like he was playing DH. So yeah, it might be a little bit of time till he gets back into the field. So he could easily play that DH role if he wanted to. I don't know if the Yankees want him there full time though. That's the thing. And shout out to Uncle Tats of the Pinstripe Chronicles podcast. What's up, man? How's it going? How's work? How's life going? Getting excited? Baseball season right around the corner. How you doing, man? Got Nathaniel in the building. What is up? What's up? What's up? You still say sign AV for 1 year? He can play corners and help Dominguez. Oh, you're talking about Verdugo. I was like wondering who's AV. I'm like, oh yeah, Alex Verdugo. Yeah, I mean, he's another name that's still out there. I'm actually honestly surprised that a team hasn't signed him yet. Yeah, you could potentially get Verdugo, and he can help play corners and help Dominguez. That's a possibility, but is he willing to come off the bench though? Because Dominguez is that guy, right? Dominguez is the guy that we all want to be a starter. We all want him, ideally we want him in center field, but he's going to be our left fielder, right? And I know there's already concerns about him playing left field based on a couple of the plays from Sunday's game. So what happens there? So 161 was saying something about trading with the Mets. Yeah, there was some rumblings, I guess, with I guess Marcus Stroman to the Mets for Beatty. I don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, I know the Yankees, as of right now, the Yankees are saying Stroman is on the team, but obviously if there's something worthwhile, they're gonna trade him, and they're willing to eat some of that salary. And the Mets are down 2 pitchers, so what are they going to do there? That's a question. I mean, the Mets starting rotation was already suspect. Now they're down 2 starting pitchers. They're going to have to do something because now they're down to the 3. So what happens with the other 2 spots? So, dude hits 1 homer. People are willing to put him at DH. The clear option is still Ben Rice. I mean, again, there's options, right? Ben Rice came up last season, right? I'm not gonna be critical of him yet, but he came up last season. He got plenty of playing time. Things started out great for him. It started out great, but then he went downhill from there. His bat went down bad, and he got sent back down. Ben Rice has a lot of potential. Could he be that guy who fills in that DH role? Possibly. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. I feel your pain there. Max coverage. He's saying the thing with JD is he's still riding pine if Stanton comes back. If only signed JD if Stanton is out for the year. Yeah, but again, Max, my thing is this, man, that, missing Stanton. And again, I know we all say we want Stanton healthy for the postseason. Absolutely. Because that's where he tears it up. He goes into beast mode, but we need somebody in that lineup. I mean, JD could fill in that role. But then again, are the Yankees wanting to spend any more money? I don't know that they want to spend any more money. I don't know if they want to acquire other players. That's the other thing, right? So I wouldn't mind JD. Personally, I wouldn't mind JD, but that's just my opinion. Trying to click on a comment here. Sorry. What up there, John? John the Beagle Dad is in the building. What is up? And I'm just going through the comments here. I think Peraza is going to start taking outfield reps mid-March is what I heard. Okay, so mid-March. So not too far off. So hopefully with some of the games that are left in March, maybe he gets 1 or 2 games in the outfield just to get his feet right, just to get his mechanics right, hopefully. I would like to see that. Yeah, I don't want JD Martinez playing outfield. I'm a huge pass on that. I agree, but you could put him in that DH role again. It would just be on a 1-year deal because we still don't know how bad the elbow injuries are for Giancarlo Stanton. Is he going to be out till June? Is he out for the whole year? I mean, we don't know. I mean, they did say that surgery is not thought about, but it's still a thought. It's still in the back. It's still in the back of their minds. So that could be a big possibility. Uncle Tats is saying Beatty doesn't do it for me. I'll stand by what we said the other day. Iglesias is the move, third and DH cover in 1 move. True. I mean, Iglesias, again, another guy that is out there, but Uncle Tats, I think right now, unless if I'm proven wrong, I think the Yankees are going to go with who they have for third base internally. And if that is the case, which it probably is the case, I do hope that Peraza is the guy that wins it. I really do. I feel like it is, I feel like he is deserving of it. And I think he needs to get it. He deserves a chance because at this point, if Peraza doesn't get the job, he's out of options. They can't send him back to the minors. So do they DFA him? Do they try to trade him? We don't know, right? We don't know what the future holds. And it sucks to say that, but, I hope Peraza does win the job. I really do. What up, Jacob? How's it going? Do I think that Judge will hit? Judge is going to hit more than 30 home runs, dude. Judge is going to hit more than 30 home runs. He'll be in the 50s. Judge will be in the 50s. I don't know about 58, but he'll be in the 50s. So, well, yeah, I agree with you. Prospects need to have an adjustment. I mean, some his stats in the minor leagues were actually better than Dominguez. Yeah, Rice struggled and he got benched. I mean, look, Nate. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but look at Jackson Holiday when the Orioles brought him up. You know, he's the number one prospect, and he was the number one prospect in all of Major League Baseball. They brought him up. Look what happened. 2 weeks later, they sent him back down. It's tough, man. And being a Yankees prospect is tough too. You know, because a lot of fans, we've talked about this, they have zero. I don't want to say they have zero patience, but they don't have a lot of patience. They have little patience when it comes to these guys developing. And you got to let these guys develop. You got to let them, you know, you got to accept the fact that they're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to accept the fact that they're not going to be like these superstars coming in right out the gate. You know, not all players are going to be built that way. So, I mean, that's just my take on it, but you let me know what you think. Think Spencer Jones, what up, old Sarge? I think Spencer Jones might have a spring where he is seen as a solution. Maybe. I don't see him on the major league roster. I do see him starting out in the minor leagues. Maybe they call him up later in the season, you know, when they expand the roster, unless if there's some major injury to a player. Maybe they call him up then. But I don't see him on opening day. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, but let me know. I don't want to assume, but I hope to, you know, I think he's a guy that could get called up later in the season. I think JD can give Stanton some rest, even if he does come back. Need to keep Stanton as healthy as possible for a deep playoff run. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, I want Stanton back. I do want him back, but you know, you got it for a guy like him. You got to give him as much rest as possible, but he's got to get some playing time in the regular season if he is going to be back for the regular season. And yeah, you absolutely want him in the playoffs. That's playoff Stanton is a whole different animal. Ben Rice and Peraza are easy solutions. Peraza for sure. Ben Rice, you know, he could be a bench guy. I don't know that he'll win the backup catcher role, but he can fill in for Goldschmidt at first base. I think that backup catcher role, I think it's going to go to Escara, unless the Yankees say otherwise. But I think that's Escara's position is backup catcher. So, what up, Sunil? How's it going? Uncle Taz is saying, "Oh, I want Peraza at third, but I'd rather have Iglesias taking reps on the field at bat and at bats over DJ." I'm with that. I'm surprised the Mets aren't bringing him back. That's the part that's boggling my mind, man. But you know, what do I know? So is Dom Smith the co-founder of the 2025 edition of the? Yeah, possibly, Sunil. That is indeed possible. Yes. So, Three Musketeers, Fantastic Four. Well, you got players that are over that have taken those roles. So maybe X-Men. Maybe we could include. Maybe we'll say X-Men. We'll call it X-Men. That's what we'll call it. Maybe X-Men. We'll see what other players can join him if there are going to be those caliber players. Oh man, and yeah, shout out to Gusto. Yep, we're over half hour into the live stream, so I do appreciate everybody tuning in, hanging out. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. So, Spencer Jones has a monster spring. Maybe they promote him to AAA. Maybe. And he could potentially start the season at AAA too. There's that possibility. So, oh, Brad, oh my God, he's going nuts. Oh boy, Powder Puff Girls. That's a good one. I like that, Jack. Maybe Powder Puff Girls. I like that one. We got Mr. Coconuts in the building. What up, Mr. Coconuts? How's it going? So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's truly going to be interesting with how the Yankees are going to organize this lineup. I mean, we don't know truly who the leadoff guy is going to be. Although I do think that, honestly, I think they're going to give that to Dominguez. I think he is going to be your leadoff guy. And then what happens with Giancarlo? I mean, we're still waiting for news on that. We don't know what's gonna happen with him. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be a completely different lineup with going into 2025. So obviously with no Juan Soto, how does this team go into 2025? How will they perform? I don't know. There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks going into the season. So, again, we'll just have to wait and see. So, real quick, also, I wanted to add this into the chat. I'll post it in the comments here. So, Yankees Country, who's a subscriber on this channel, I'm trying to help him out. He's got a Discord set up. I actually set up a Discord about a week ago. And I'm in this basically Yankee community that he created. So for anybody who has a Discord or check out this link. If you don't have a Discord, create one, make one if you want. No pressure. And join in on the fun. Again, just trying to help him out. He's a cool dude. I've chatted with him a few times. So join in on Yankees Country's Discord. So, but with 30 days left till the season, folks, I do want to ask, compared to back in December, right, when the Yankees made the moves that they made, and here we are now, right, in spring training with a month left till opening day starts. How are you all feeling? Are you feeling more optimistic, less optimistic, about the same? How are we feeling going into the season? What's one thing you are hoping for right now? Or what are you hoping for going into the 2025 season? Let me know in the chat. So, my big thing going into 2025 really is the lineup. I want the lineup to do well this season. I have some question marks about the lineup. I do. I'm not saying that they're going to play bad, but there's a few guys, and you know who those names are. I've mentioned them, that I think these guys need to step up, right? There's expectations of these guys. Tats is saying that he's 6 out of 10 on the optimism. So 6 out of 10. All right. So you have some optimism, right? But there's some doubt as well. I think that's fair. Sunil's asking, do we see Martian perhaps at DH, Bellinger in left field, Grisham at full-time center field? I don't see Dom Smith making this team. I'm with you on Dom Smith not making this team, but Martian, are you talking about the Martian at DH full-time? I could see him at DH in some of the games, but you want him out there as much as possible, man. And I think they're going to have him play left field for as many games as possible, right? Bellinger, he said he'll play anywhere, but I think he's primarily going to be a center fielder. Grisham, a full-time center fielder? I don't think so. I do not think so. No way. That no freaking way. No, I gotta stop you right there, man. Feeling good. We play in the AL, not NL. Want Judge to start out better. Yeah, I think Look, I think the Yankees are gonna succeed against the American League teams. I think they'll play well against the American League teams. The National League, on the other hand, different story. The National League is strong. They gotta. There's a lot of teams out there that I'm like, oh man, the Yankees are gonna go up against all these teams in the National League, and I'm worried, right? The Dodgers being one of them. The Phillies are, of course. It's going to be interesting against the New York Mets, the Braves, right? I said the Dodgers. They're the team. The NL teams are stacked. They got some guys, man. They're gonna kill it. They really are. And Diamondbacks. I'm not going to forget the Diamondbacks. I mean, the Diamondbacks are a good team too. So, there's several teams on the National League side that I'm really worried about with the Yankees playing. Not that I'm saying that they're going to suck. It's just, those teams that I just mentioned are good. What do you think of Cashman's record of acquiring injury-prone players? Yankees' biggest worry, losing too many 3-2 or 2-1 low-scoring games. I mean, again, with injuries, this isn't just a Yankees thing. Every team experiences injuries with their players. We saw that last year, man. We did. Look at the Marlins. They pretty much lost all their starting pitching staff. Those guys all went out to injury. They all, and as far as injury-prone players, I mean, they trade for these guys. I mean, there's no predicting injuries. Unfortunately, it happens. It sucks. It's not like they get these guys knowing that they're injury-prone. Some of them, sure, I'll take that back. Some of them are, but it's a risk. And, it's not just with injury-prone players, but any player that the Yankees get or any team gets, there's a risk. There is a risk involved. So, again, you could agree, disagree, but I mean that's my take on it. And DM is saying I want another bat at third. I'm with you. Make a significant trade. I think that will be key. We need guys that make contact. I think the pitching will be great. Just need run support. Yeah. The situational hitting with the bats. I mean that needs to improve greatly, and I hope it does. I don't think they're going to make another move for third base, man. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Although the guys that foul territory, we're talking about Nolan Arenado to the Yankees, but I don't see it happening. I think at this point Arenado's a Cardinal. He ain't going nowhere. So you're saying full-time DH for Dominguez? I'm going to say no to that. Platooning with Bellinger at DH, that I could see, but again, they want to see Dominguez out in left field as much as possible. They want him playing the field. I mean, you're not going to have the guy play DH the whole season or full time. That's just not going to happen. The pitching is there. It's the lineup that has me questionable, asking too much from the veterans to have career years. Yeah, I mean, the lineup, right? It's the lineup. And it's not, I'm not just talking about the veterans. I'm talking about some of the young guys too. I mean, there are some high expectations, right? When it comes to the young guys. So, let's see what happens in year one for Dominguez. We got to be patient. Well, let's see what happens in year 3 for Volpe. I mean, Volpe, I know he's a great defender, but the bat, that's my concern for him. And Wells, he's entering year 2. Let's hope he can have a better year 2. So, there's a lot riding on these guys. What do I do as a GM if Volpe disappoints with the bat again in 2025? If I was the GM personally, if he disappoints with the bat, I might have to go a different direction. What direction that is, I don't know. You got guys like Lombard Jr. and Arias that are knocking on the door, but I don't. Those guys are still a couple years away, I think. But honestly, I would think going a different direction. What direction? I have no idea. I don't know. Pete Will's in the building. Says, "Let's go Yankees." What's up, man? What is going on? Hey, what's up, man? Jesse from Ringside Renaissance Podcast. Folks, make sure you all subscribe to the Ringside Renaissance Podcast. It's Jesse and Combat Jones. They just got done doing a wrestling podcast. They do an extremely good job. So, they're doing really, really well. Did I like your fit? No, not even once. Nah. Man, if you showed up face to face, I would throw up all over that instantly. I'd just be throwing up all over you, and you'd have to go change your clothes. Yeah, I'm not reacting to Dominguez either, man. I mean, it's just like I've been saying, dude. I'm got to give this guy time. We've only seen very small sample sizes of him, so I'm giving him time. I'm giving him time. Correct. So when Bellinger DHs, Grisham center field, Judge in right field or left field, well, Judge is playing right field, period. And Dominguez is the left. Dominguez is left field. That's all there is to it. Ben Rice DH, for sure. All right, so Ringside Renaissance. This has got to be Combat Jones right here. That's got to be Combat Jones because he says go Yankees. So this is the channel that I was talking about, folks. So if anybody is a wrestling fan, if you're a WWE, AEW, if you are a fan of pro wrestling, go check these guys out. My man Combat Jones showing up. Where's Jesse now? Oh, there he is. He's saying boo. I'll let you two and knock it out. Ray's saying the lineup has potential to be really good, but quite a bit needs to be right, which it can, hopefully. Yeah. Everything needs to click. I mean, again, it's situational hitting at this point. It's a situational hitting. The guys could hit home runs, that's fine, but it's getting those hits when runners are in scoring position, right? Not leaving a lot of guys on base, right? I know like today's game right now, I'm not going to stress today's game, but it was a bunch of the prospects playing today. But for example, in today's game, the Yankees left 8 men on base and runners in scoring position, they were 1 for 7. Again, it's young. It's a lot of the prospects that played today, but you can't have that during the regular season, right? With the 26 man that's going to be out there, or with the lineup that's going to be out there, right? So you got to make sure though you don't have numbers like that where you leave 8 guys on base and they're 1 for 7. Now they did have 8 hits today. Yankees are good. The bats are good at getting hits, but as far as leaving guys on base, they have to avoid that. So, to John Bazzini's question point, if Peraza makes a team with Volpe is here struggling with the bat, you switch Volpe to second base and Peraza short, give third base to. Yeah, I mean, then they're going to start switching things around again, man. I think they want to keep Jazz at second. I don't think they want to. Most of the time, they want to keep him at second. I know there's going to be some games where he's going to be playing third base. I get that. but I think second base is his. So Peraza at short. I mean, ideally, I would love Peraza at shortstop. He's a better glove than Volpe. Uh, yeah, there's been that talk of moving Volpe to second base, but how does that improve his bat? I mean, I'm mainly worried about his bat, not his defense. I know Volpe's defense is going to be fine, but what about his bat? That's where I'm at. What do you think of the rumor of Yankees possibly interested in Devers? Is that a rumor, or is that somebody putting it out there saying that the Yankees could be interested in Devers? I mean, is that really a thing? Listen, if the Yankees went after Devers, I would have no complaints. I would have zero complaints. But let me get your thoughts, man. Y'all got Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman sounds like he's playing second base. Do you want him at second or third? And if so, what do you do with Devers? Let me ask you that as a Red Sox fan. Davi, when I visit New York one day, we'll make it happen. Yeah, and as far as Turkish coffee goes, I love it black. I love it black all day. We'll make it happen. Next time I'm in New York, I'll make an announcement, and I'll go to a game, maybe meet up with some folks, and we can make something happen. So Jones went 1 for 2. Oh, okay. I must have misread it then. Reiki channel's asking 1 and 3 after 4 games on Spring's thoughts. Oswaldo sucks. Rice can't play catcher, only DH. It's spring training, right? I mean, these guys are working on their mechanics. They're working out their kinks, right? I'm not going to stress too much about spring training games. With today's games, it was a lot of the prospects that played. It was a lot of the Yankees young guys that played. So, I'm not going to put a lot of thought into it. They're trying to go out there and make developments themselves. Let's see what happens next time when you get the main guys, the main players playing, the ones that are going to be on the major league roster. I want to see how those guys progress throughout spring training. When you see Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm, finally when you see Austin Wells and Judge come back, let's see what DJ is going to do, because DJ is going to play, even though I still say Peraza should win that job. The baklava needs to be on a cheesecake. No, just no. They need to be separated. Don't you ever say that again. That is so wrong. So if you give a player a spot where they can comfortably play within their range, the mental aspect can calm itself down and not inhibit them offensively as a distraction. I hope so. I hope so, Snell, but I don't know. I'm hoping his bat shows up this year, because it needs to. Yeah, he is upset because Bregman might play third, and I know he's not too thrilled about that. Yes, strong, very strong. I want him at second. All we've been missing is consistent second base and pitching. Looks like we got both this offseason. Yeah, I mean, you guys' pitching is looking good, right? Y'all got Bregman. Overpaid for him, but you still got him. I don't think he's worth $40 million personally, but y'all still got him. But it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out for the Red Sox for over there at Fenway there, Jesse. Stephen B is saying, NFE, thank you, saying about Peraza. Had a debate and said Volpe doesn't have as good of an arm as short. Peraza's defense miles better than Volpe. Yeah, defensively, Peraza's better than Volpe. He is. Bat wise, I mean, we gotta see it. Boston want the entire farm just because it's the Yankees. Would have never happened. Well, if we're being realistic, probably not. Probably not, man. I don't. Yeah, they would want a king's ransom for freaking Devers. Are the Yankees willing to give all that up? I would guess no. Thank you. See, Davio understands. He says he loves cheesecake, he loves baklava, but they are not meant to be together. Yeah, I know. My stomach just hurt right now, and I'm like laying down. I can't get up now. Let's see. What's Sunil saying here? I won't lie. Devers would lengthen this batting order too on top of strengthening third base defensively. Well, DJ LeMahieu would probably ride the bench. Peraza probably gets DFA'd. I would like Devers, but I just don't see it happening. And do the Sox want to trade Devers to the Yankees? I don't think so. What the hell? No, I just drink a straight black, dude. Add a little sugar to it. Sox have been bad last couple of years. Needed to overpay. Yeah, but that's a big overpay for Bregman, though, dude. That's my take on it. I understand what you're saying, but I think that was an overpay for Bregman. I mean, he got what he wanted, but I don't think he's $40 million worth. But hey, not my team, bro. Not my team. Yeah, no pickleball. And I don't want to hang out with you, Sunil. Just kidding. I will have baklava my way, dude. I will definitely have it my way. Absolutely have it my own way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no chance in hell Boston moves Devers to the Bronx. Even if that was a thing, if it is true, if that rumor is true, no way. There's no way that'll happen. I 100% on that. You know, you're in some cheesecake debt there, buddy. That could be worse than money. You know, you're making people hungry. It's not good, man. People will come after you for making them hungry. What up, Combat? So he's asking, do I think we have enough to get back to the World Series? I think they have a shot. They have a chance. You know, again, they have the pitching, right? We know the starting rotation. We know what that looks like. The starting rotation is going to be solid, especially with the addition of Max Fried, right? So that was a big upgrade. And I was saying, with Soto or without Juan Soto, they absolutely had to get another starting pitcher. That needed to happen because I wasn't trusting the starting rotation going into 2025. But adding Max Fried, definitely it was an upgrade. The bullpen, I know, is going to be solid. The Yankees always have a solid bullpen. The lineup, we know who's going to come through, but there's still question marks with that lineup. But I think the lineup can do well. But again, these guys need to be productive, and I think the guys that they have in that lineup can be productive. They can get timely hits. They can get timely runs. They could make it happen. They got the guys to do it. The lineup, I feel, is that is a little bit longer now. You have guys that can not just only hit home runs, they can get on base, right? So I'm hopeful for the lineup, but with some question marks. Oh, don't tell me I don't know about cannolis. I know plenty about cannolis there, sir. Oh boy, you're comparing cheesecake to Bitcoin? Oh man. Yeah, the pitching is definitely going to be better, man, especially with that rotation. You know, you drop Carlos Rodon down to that number 3, number 4 spot, right? I think he's going to be number 3. Although folks have been saying they'll put Hill at 3, Rodon at 4, just to split up the lefties. So that could be a possibility, but that puts less pressure on Rodon. And I know Rodon gets grief from some fans, but you know what? He had a good season last year. Playoffs, he was great up until the World Series. I know folks like to say that he was giving up home runs. I mean, yeah, he was giving up home runs, but so was Stroman, so was Nestor Cortes. Those guys were giving up home runs too. But I digress. And Cortes is gone. We don't know what's going to happen with Stroman, but the rotation is definitely looking a lot better. Leave the super soaker, take the cannoli. No, you didn't, Uncle Tats. Oh, man. That's hilarious. But, again, I wanted to go. I did want to go live. I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't go have a I couldn't have a pregame today or do the play-by-play just because I was busy. So I do want to do a few more play-by-plays during spring training. Hopefully some pre-games too. I've already done a couple of pre-games already, but I do want to do some more play-by-plays for spring training. So get myself ready for the regular season. One concern with the starting pitching rotation, our lefties are both 32, and Fried is coming off of 1 to 2 Tommy Johns. We need availability here in the starting rotation. I get your concern there, but you know what? I'm not worried about Fried. I think Fried's going to be fine. I mean, let's see what Fried did in 2024. I mean, 14-7 with a 3.04 ERA. Right, those were his. No, I'm so sorry. So he went 11-10 with a 3.25 ERA. All right, had 166 strikeouts. My fault for the wrong info. But I think the win loss is going to improve about that. ERA is nice, 3.25. I'll take that ERA. But I think his record is going to be better. I really do. Oh, the game wasn't televised today? Okay. I thought it was. I definitely got the joke. I don't know about everybody else. I certainly got it. Hey, you guys talking about sweets and sugar, man. You guys are getting me excited here. What's up there, Yankees country? How's it going? What is going on, Yankees country? So, yeah, folks, I'll post that link again for the Discord. So for anybody that is interested, this is Yankees country's Discord here. So if you don't have a Discord, you can create one. It's if you do, you can join this. I did post a link again, so make sure you all go check it out. It's cool. Get to interact with some other fans. I know there's I recognize a couple of subscribers. I know Hector from Uptown Sports. He's in there, so go check it out. Go check it out. So, yeah, Sean, I was talking about that earlier in the chat that Scott Effross, he cannot catch a break, man. The dude's hurt. So, Tyler Matzik, not bad. Not bad. Another lefty pitcher that the Yankees acquired. I don't know. Hopefully he makes the roster. It'll be good. Him and Tim Hill. But it looks like, he pitched an inning, didn't give up any hits or any runs. So looks like, yeah, he threw 9 pitches, 6 of those were strikes. Oh, yeah, Jason from 161, he's on there too. Yep. All right, have a good night there, Tats, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning on the show. with Rob and Donald. So the three amigos. Yes, indeed. Have a good night, man. I'm interested in see how Hill comes out this year as our number 4, number 5, depending upon where Rodon is seated. Cole, Rodon, Schmidt, Hill. I think Hill, or maybe you said Hill, or maybe switching Rodon and Schmidt in the sequence. So you're saying Schmidt at the number 3? Nah, Schmidt's probably going to be 5. I think he's going to be your number 5 pitcher, and Hill's going to be your number 4. It's either Hill or Rodon that's going to be your number 4. Schmidt's not going to be a 4, and you're definitely not going to switch him with Rodon. There's no way I see that happening, personally. But Hill is the what money? I don't know what you're saying here. So Hill at the 4th spot, not the 3rd starting pitcher. That's probably where I would put him, unless if the Yankees decide to split up the lefties. So unless they decide to split up Max Fried and Carlos Rodon. Although I wouldn't mind seeing 2 power lefties going back to back personally. I mean that's just my opinion. But I could see a scenario where the Yankees split them up. They would want to split up the 2 lefties. I mean that is a possibility. But having 2 lefties back to back, I wouldn't mind it. Got to give the opposition different looks day to day. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. So I mean, if they split the lefties up, it wouldn't surprise me. So maybe you do see Luis Hill at the number 3 spot, but it would be weird to see Rodon at the number 4 spot in the number 4 hole, right? So then you would go Cole, Fried, Hill, Rodon, and then Clark Schmidt. Be a little weird to see. Yeah, it'll be a little weird to see Rodon in the 4 hole. But again, if the Yankees are wanting to split up the lefties, yeah, it could be a possibility. That is a possibility. But we'll see what the Yankees. We'll see what the Yankees decide. I mean, they have a lot of options. We'll see how things play out. Yeah, Yankees Country is saying all Yankee fans are welcome. Let's make it fun. Add new stuff to all the fans to come enjoy. Yeah, Yankees Country. That's right, man. Make sure too there, man. Make sure you're, if you don't mind, just supporting this channel here. Just asking folks in the Discord, spread the word there to subscribe to the channel. So, yeah, you're on that Discord. I think I saw you on there, John. Sunil saying agree, it would be weird, but then being a 4 starting pitcher, it'd be a little bit more relaxed with the immense pressure. And that's the other thing, right? Is there wouldn't be a lot of pressure on Rodon. He wouldn't feel as much pressure. Whether it's the number 3, number 4 spot, he wouldn't have that pressure that he would have at the number 2 hole. But the number 4, I would expect him to be extremely relaxed. I do have a Discord. I'm in there. Yeah. No, I was saying you could share the channel out on the Discord or on your Discord. So, but I've posted some comments. I've posted some comments that Yankees Country can tell you. Appreciate that, Yankees country. Thank you. Thank you. And I got to show this off. So one of the subscribers on this channel, his name is William DeSico. I don't know if he's watching right now or if he watches it on the rerun. And if you are watching or if you're watching on the rerun, shout out to you. He sent me this license plate right here. So it says, New York Yankees, hashtag Pinstripe Pride. Dude, I love this thing. So thank you to William DeSico for sending this awesome license plate. I love this thing. This is awesome. And, shout out to, CT Cards, Ray Klickner for sending me baseball cards, which, by the way, for opening day, I will definitely do it. I will be doing a giveaway. I plan on giving away 5 cards. So be on the lookout for that. But before the season begins, I would like to do maybe a couple of giveaways just during spring training. But opening day, my game plan, I would like to do 5 card giveaways. And it won't be all Yankee players. It'll be a mix of like Yankee cards along with team or players from other teams. So stay tuned for that. But I don't know yet. You'll have to wait, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. And you're good people yourself, man. You're a good guy yourself. So thank you. Sunil's saying at times after he started to falter this year, I felt like he was in over his head to carry it forward the whole year to each start he made at the third or fourth starting pitcher. Yeah, and I think, this season, I think he'll still get 16, 17 wins. He had 16 in 2024. I mean, like I said, Rodon had a good season. Yeah. Oh, ET Cards is MIA. Uh-oh. I'll text him. I'll see if I can reach out to him. I hope he's all right. I do hope he's all right. I hope he's okay. I know it's been quite a struggle for him. So I do hope that he is, getting better. Oh, Stephen B. Oh boy. I don't know whatever that means, but yeah, I hope he's all right. I'll reach out to him. I'll text him after the live stream, which I'll wrap up here soon. I'll probably hang out for like a few more minutes. I was looking. Oh, you got some. Oh, Tom Glavine rookie cards. That's awesome. I'm a big Tom Glavine fan. I do like Tom Glavine, so that guy is awesome. One of my favorite pitchers actually was Tom Glavine. Yeah, Glavine was awesome. You're confusing him and Pasty. Pasty didn't have triplets. He did have twins. And I know one of the twins is still in the hospital. Yeah. CT Cards is having medical issues. He's having some health issues. So, yeah, no, you're good, John. You're good. But hopefully CT Cards is, I hope he's all right. I hope he's okay. Like I said, I'll text him after the live stream, make sure that he's doing good. Wish that for anybody. It sucks, man. And I hope Pasty's other twin is doing all right. But Yankees country saying, do I see the Yankees making any moves before opening day if Stanton does not come back or be out for a while? Honestly, you know what, man? I'll be honest. I don't see them making a move if Stanton does not come back or be out for a while. I don't know. I don't think so, man. I don't think they're going to make another move. I really don't. I think they're going to stick with what they have and perhaps wait till the trade deadline. And what they do at the trade deadline, it beats me. I would think they would have to get a third baseman depending on how things play out. I wouldn't be surprised if they went after a relief pitcher or two. Oh, gotcha. Well, does what he has to do. Yeah, we're missing Max and Ace. Well, I know Max was in here earlier, but yeah, we'll have to get us three on a on a live stream again one before the season starts. And maybe I'll coordinate with them, see what they think if that's something that they want to do. Yankees country is asking what they going to do with Stroman if he wants to start. They wanted to make him the sixth man. The Stroman thing, man, I am so curious to see what they're going to do with Marcus Stroman, man. Because I don't know if the Yankees are going to go six man. I don't know if they're going to go six man. I don't see it. You're not going to. I mean, he's not going to play the bullpen. He made that clear. He has said that he doesn't want to come out of the bullpen, and you don't want him to be in the bullpen. Right? I mean, you're not going to put an $18.5 million starter in the bullpen. He's not going to come out of the bullpen. That's not what he is. Plain and simple. The dude's a starter. But what happens with him? That's the question, right? Like, I know Ken's been on here a few times saying that that Clark Schmidt probably goes back to the bullpen and Stroman is the guy that's the fifth starting pitcher, which could be it. I don't see it happening. I don't see that happening, but that's my opinion, right? I don't see a trade like that happening. I mean, I know the Yankees are willing to eat some of that contract, but I don't think it's going to come into fruition. And as I always say, I have been wrong before. Yeah, it is a demotion, and I don't fault Stroman for saying what he said. I don't have just so everybody knows, I don't have a problem with Marcus Stroman. Like I do like the guy. I like his intensity. I like his passion. I like the fact that he took a pay cut to be with this team. But if there's a scenario where it makes sense to trade him and you're getting something of value back, then by all means, you do what you got to do. But if he's on the team, he's on the team. Like I said, I don't have an issue with the guy. But if there's a trade out there that makes sense, then sure, you trade him. The pinstripe beard cast, maybe. Yeah, Schmidt is. Yeah, we need a good long man for the pen. Schmidt is better than Stroman, cheaper too. He is cheaper than Stroman. This is true. He is cheaper than Stroman, but again, I don't know. I don't know how Stroman would react if they put him in the bullpen. I don't think he would react well to it. Yankees country saying if they're not going to give up one of their top 5 spots, then you would have to trade one or trade Stroman. I mean, yeah, but again, like I was saying, you trade Stroman, but it has to make sense. It has to make sense. I don't think they're just going to trade him just to trade him. And yeah, they are willing to eat some of his contract, which the Yankees have made that known. They're going to have to eat a good chunk of it, though, to make it worthwhile. And they're going to have to attach another player with him, I'm sure. All right, Davi, have a good day. What up, Raziel? What's going on, bro? What's going on? Like he said, slap that like and pay the plug. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, make sure you all do slap that like button. I have close to 100 people between X and YouTube. If you're watching this on X, go to my homepage, hit that link, hit that subscribe, and join in on the conversation. I would greatly appreciate it. We're not too far off from the 1,500 subscriber number. Love to get there. I love to get there sooner rather than later. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure y'all do that for me. I would greatly appreciate it. And give love to all the content creators that are out there putting in the work. Yeah, Bryce A is saying Mets don't want Stroman. He burnt that bridge when he left them. Yeah, I mean, I know things didn't exactly end up well with him and the Mets, but maybe you never know. They could always reunite. There was some rift between the Yankees and Marcus Stroman at one point, but they put their differences behind them. $54 what? What are you talking about, Ken? Let me check tomorrow's game here. Who are they playing against? Oh, well, it looks like they're playing against the St. Louis Cardinals, right? And it looks like that'll be Yankee Stadium. Game looks like it's going to start at 1:05. Will Warren is going to be on the mound tomorrow to start the game. So Will Warren in his last outing looked pretty good. That changeup that he was throwing was pretty filthy. Let's see what he does in this start. So I know the Yankees really like him. Will Warren, like I said, he's got good potential. I think he could do well. So he's got potential. At best, he's like a number 3 starter. But he's, like I said, he's got potential. He's got time to still develop. Yes, I did get a haircut there, Ken. You got 54 subs? Cool, man. Awesome. You should post your channel's link on here so other folks can go subscribe. So 54 subs. That's good, man. I'm glad you're getting your subs. Continue growing that channel out. Snell, you need to go to sleep with your trade proposal. Coming out with these trade proposals. What is wrong with you, Snell? But yeah, Ken, you should post your link and share it with everybody. That way folks can subscribe. Chris the Flash got 1,000 subs. Good. Yeah. Good for him, man. Good for him. Good for Chris. I know he hasn't really been doing a lot of like sports content, but he's been just going live, just talking with all of you. So I've definitely tuned into a few of his live streams. So good for Chris. Yeah, okay, Sunil, you weren't messing around. You're talking about with the injuries, Raziel? Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I'm glad the injuries. I mean, I'd rather not be any injuries, but I'm glad the injuries are happening now rather than later. I'm with you on that. It still sucks. It still sucks. I mean, Yankees have several guys, and not to mention Chase Hampton. He's out for the season. He's getting Tommy John surgery, so he won't be pitching till next year. So he got Tommy John surgery, which sucks. Yeah, Stephen B. It's a good time. It was a good time in one of the live streams I was on with you guys, for sure. But But that's gonna do it for me here, folks. That's what I got. And folks, this is Ken's YouTube. Well, no, that is not your YouTube channel. You'll have to put the link in again. I don't think that is your YouTube channel, is it? It's not the link. Doesn't look complete to me. But I am going to wrap it up, though. I do appreciate everybody jumping in and being interactive. It's always a lot of fun just talking with all you guys and gals. I mean, it's always a great time. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in, giving their 2 cents, giving how they feel, giving their opinions. It's always a good time. So let's see what happens from here. Let's see what happens from here. Again, the Yankees do play against the St. Louis Cardinals tomorrow. You are going to have Will Warren on the mound. So let's see what Will Warren does on the mound. Let's hope he does a good job. And here we go. This is Ken's YouTube channel here. So go check him out. You guys, a lot of you guys know who Ken is. He knows baseball. He knows his Yankees. So go subscribe to his channel, please. Go give him your support. I know he'll appreciate it. I'll appreciate it. So thank you all. Sunil, one final question. If Arias does well this spring and Peraza gets traded or DFA, do you see Arias making the big club? He's a little ways away. Arias is probably, I want to say he's probably like a couple of years out. I don't see him making the major league roster this season. I'd be very surprised if he did. Yeah, so go subscribe to Ken's channel. Follow this Yankees Country's Discord, or go join the Discord. If you don't have a Discord, create one. There's the link again. So go check them out. Folks, thank you again for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't yet. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. It does really help out with the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Join in on the Strike Zone crew. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.